Bueno, nada más no incluyas tu audio, ya sabes. F. Ah, ok. Bueno, yo vengo en un segundo. Ok, esto ya está, se supone. ¡Hostia! Bueno, ¿qué onda, cabros? ¿Cómo están? Llegó su amigo Redent Hizer y en este caso estamos en un nuevo directo para el canal. ¿Qué chingas? ¿Por qué me sale usuario desconocido acá? Me salen seguidores, usuarios desconocidos. Se me hace que fue uno que baneé. Bueno, ¿por qué dice nuevo ahí? ¿Modos adicionales? ¿Modo desafío 2? ¡Ah, cabrón! Ok, con razón el juego se me actualizó. Abel. No, espérate. No. Comentario del desarrollador. ¿Qué es esto? Inducción. Clon. ¿Modo desafío 2? ¿Qué es eso? Primero vamos a jugar. Bueno, y en este caso. Bueno, estamos en un nuevo directo para el canal. En este caso vamos a estar jugando Superliminal, un juego que acaba de salir en Game Pass, pero su servidor se lo compró como hace 2 meses, porque pues me encantan este tipo de juegos. Y lo que vamos a estar haciendo es, primero vamos a estar jugando pues, la campaña normalita. Después vamos a estar intentándonos sacar el logro de Superliminal, que es el de ganar, el acabar el juego con 30 minutos, en menos de 30 minutos. Y después, si nos da tiempo, jugar los modos adicionales, que es de la última actualización.
Do you find yourself prone to minimizing massive
Vamos a poner
dilemmas,
un cronómetro
or for
por...
allowing the smallest problems to get blown completely out of proportion?
No puedo saltar eso, ¿ver?
Pierce Institute, our patent-pending Somnosculpt technology, provides safe and effective dream therapy
Samuel, vete
on
el
rest
stream,
in
te va a
the
explotar la
comfort of
cabeza.
our flagship clinic. Located right next to the secondary overflow parking lot at the University Medical Center. Somnosculpt, we'll make your dreams come true.
Ok, voy a hacerlo hasta lo que sé, lo que me acuerdo. Ok.
Terms of service
No,
accepted.
esta no. Oh, bueno, sí.
Congratulations on falling asleep. Welcome to Somnasculpt.
Dale.
Your progress may be monitored by qualified specialists. This orientation will adapt you to eyelids, our interactive, lucid induction dream state in which you retain full consciousness and control.
Ok, la vibración es nueva. La vibración antes no
Confirmed.
estaba.
You can move freely, interact with surrounding objects, and listen to messages from your patient care team. Please note that I am the standard orientation protocol and that my voice has been explicitly chosen to remind you that I am not a part of your patient care team. I do not care.
¡Fuck! No, no llego. ¿Es imaginación? El juego tiene... No, es imaginación.
During eyelids, you will lose the ability to awaken suddenly due to realizing that this is a dream. Evidence: I have already informed you that this is a dream. You did not wake up. Please complete the remaining orientation activities.
Fuck. Me va lagueado esto, no sé por qué. No sé por qué me va lagueado. ¡No! Pinche. Ahí está.
All environments perceived during eyelids should reflect a typical mental state. If you believe your mental state was compromised by Somnasculpt, please provide a comprehensive, rational explanation in your post-procedural survey. Completed surveys may
Pero
be
es que la primera
eligible
vez que
for
lo
a
jugué
gift card.
no me daba lag. Ahora sí me está dando lag y bastante. Shit, esta es la difícil. Me salió mal. Oh, este. No me voy a sacar el speedrun, pero bueno, para que cuente que me lo pasé otra vez.
Please stand by for polite recognition on your completion of the Somnasculpt orientation. You did it. To maximize the time allotted for your therapeutic journey, please do not delay in proceeding through the final doorway as indicated.
Y no se puede pasar. Órale. Thank you. Warning. La sangre quiso tiene poder. Lo peor es que estaba viendo la diferencia que los tiempos que tengo que tener, debo de tener para saber si voy bien con el speedrun. Y órale, el primer tiempo tiene que ser 2 minutos y ya llevo 4. De todos modos, ahorita es como que la de práctica. A ver, güey, jugate esta madre. No te vas a todo, ¿verdad? Ok. Ve por qué ahora me meten anuncios a cada jato. Vale. ¡Vámonos!
Hello, my name is Dr.
Esas
Glenn
cosas dan
Pierce,
mucho lag.
and I'd like to talk to you about being special. So special, in fact, that we have no idea where you are. But not to worry, we're working on it.
Ahorita esto es lo easy, definitivamente. Uy, sí llegué. Ah, pero tengo que traerme esta cosa. Traerme esta wea, si no... Fuck, me moví. Por si alguien quiere la constelación, tienes que meterte al bote. Que yo sepa. Tienes que irte por acá. Aquí está, la constelación por si alguien la quiere. La pieza de ajedrez, eso sí no me acuerdo. Eso sí no me acuerdo.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'm just popping in to give you a quick update on where you are.
Ah, sí, la pieza de ajedrez
We
está
still
allá.
don't know.
Ahí es donde estoy
But
apuntando.
please keep moving forward, and hopefully you prefer frequent updates to being reminded that you are completely lost.
Ok. Formas de buguear este juego. Ok. De hecho, mejor quito el cronómetro. Acabo ni me voy a pasar el juego ahorita. Me estoy haciendo el imbécil. De hecho, a ver. ¿Por qué 49? ¿Por qué 49? ¿Por qué 51? Sacude de cámara. No. Cronómetro de carrera contra el reloj. Nota, solo disponible al abrir un juego nuevo. ¿Qué? Ah, ya. Por los que se quieren sacar el logro. Más que nada saber pues, cuánto se tardan.
Hello, my name is Dr.
Pero es que,
Glenn
pues, yo
Pierce,
tengo-
and we still can't find you. But you should now have access to a series of elevators that should trigger your subconscious to gradually wake you up. You should also find a variety of emergency exit signs that should lead you to them. Will all of this work?
No,
Absolutely.
creo que no. Creo que el juego siempre ha dado lag. Solo que...
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. In the event that this elevator does
Siempre ha
not
dado lag,
wake you
solo
up,
que pues como que ahorita da un
please
poquito
don't
más.
interact with anything that strikes you as psychological.
This is an automated message for all patients who attempted to use an alternate pathway to access the next phase of somnasculpt therapy, but who have become trapped in a dream state paradox instead. Your decisions imply a failure of orientation, which reflects negatively on the standard orientation protocol. You will rectify this failure
Esta almohada no
immediately.
estaba aquí antes. Yo me acuerdo.
Professional tip: the average adult can only withstand 3
La
to
lámpara,
5
¿qué le pasó?
dreams
Se
per
murió, yo
night.
creo.
Once this threshold is eclipsed by entering more dreams, your mind will suffer an explosive mental overload, reorienting you for the emergency exit protocol. Please subject yourself to explosive mental overload.
Lo de los extintores los consigues cuando activas todos. Es como un easter egg.
Please note that a reluctance to volunteer for the risks associated with explosive mental overload implies a misunderstanding of all other solutions, all of which are far more traumatic and likelier to result in catastrophe. I am not capable of suboptimal suggestions. Please exit this dream as soon as possible.
Hostia. ¡Ah! Fuck. De que se arme. Ahí está. Les enseño un easter egg. Háganse un bloque. Sí, yo ya me conseguí todos los logros del juego y pues y mira, acá hay un plano. Un plano y un extintor por si lo gustan. Hola Diego. The level is loading. Buenas noches.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and despite
Sam.
touring the Waterfall Serenity Zone in the previous section you've just completed, you may still be experiencing feelings of worthlessness and self-doubt. Why do I feel like everything is going wrong, even when the sun is shining?
Lo peor es que el juego no tiene categoría de terror. No mames, ya te vas. No, no vas a entender. Hostia. Shit. Mortar. Aquí para acá. Diet soda.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to talk more about the feelings of worthlessness and self-doubt I mentioned before. You feel this way because you want the kind of happy life you see all around you, the kind you know everyone else is enjoying. And that's exactly why we're here to help.
Warning. You were advised to subject yourself to explosive mental overload by descending into additional dreams, but have now descended into a dream within a dream instead, disorienting yourself even further. You are responsible for failing to make this crucial distinction.
Güey, se perdió. Ayuda. Se perdió esta wea. Güey, ¿dónde está? Creo que voy a tener que apagar la luz para ver mejor. Güey, ¿dónde quedó? ¡No! Ya desapareció esta cosa. Ah, volvió a aparecer. XD. Órale. Ya, volvió a aparecer. Ya se andan peleando. Esto, güey.
Did you know that unintentional multi-dream layering occurs in less than 1% of patients? This correlates strongly with the 99% of patients who are able to follow simple instructions from the standard orientation protocol.
dice. Configuración de los elementos. Yeah.
Attention! Dr. Pierce requires you to note the following risks of dream overexposure. Significant memory loss, both quantitative and qualitative. Hallucinations of dreaded or annoying objects. Unrealistic beliefs about the lengths of hallways. And other side effects which have not yet been discovered or which cannot be understood.
Qué pendeja acabo de hacer. De las buenas, güey. Ahí está. Ahora mi cursor es una carita feliz. espera. No, es vacío. Pensé que era... Fuck. Aunque esto está diferente. Me acuerdo que antes era una escalera directamente a la acá. Ahí está. Vuelvo a
Warning,
repetir el juego,
Dr.
ya me lo
Pierce is
pasé
frantically
varias
submitting
veces.
numerous spelling and grammar mistakes into the standard orientation protocol in
Pero
a
es que
desperate
yo estoy
attempt
como
to
que,
counsel
capaz
you.
algo se me olvida.
I have
No se me
no
olvidó nada.
subroutine to correct these errors, but I cannot compromise the integrity of the standard orientation protocol. You will not receive these messages. They would not make sense regardless.
Regardless.
Attention. Dr. Pierce
Aquí está el
continues to
otro.
input significant errors.
Fuck.
I will interpret his
Aquí está
basic
la otra
ideas.
constelación, por si la quieren.
Hello, my introductions
acuerdo,
are
claro.
redundant. I am a real doctor who went to doctor school. VR has never been a
Así
mistake.
como que un objetivo
I
tal
can help
cual
you, but
no
I
hay.
also do
Simplemente
not
puedes
know
completarlo,
how.
es todo.
Transmission ends.
Llegar al final del juego. Es de rompecabezas.
Hello, name is my Pierce Dr. Glenn. To the Somnosculpt Welcome Experience,
La
team of
Mompers
your
Dr.
care
Glenn.
leader, patient years 10 development.
¿Qué? ¿Por qué hay aguacates aquí? ¿Por qué uno se acaba de morir?
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. And
What the
in
fuck is
addition to the
this?
occasional puzzle generated by your mind, you may also repeatedly see images of things that you obsessively dislike,
Todos los planos.
such as avocados. We believe this happens because you're obsessed with them.
¿Qué chingados tienen que ver los aguacates aquí?
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to discuss the assumption that secret or out-of-the-way locations ought to contain valuable knowledge instead of pipes filled with
Otro.
squandered human
Otra
potential.
constelación está aquí.
They usually don't.
Aquí directamente.
If you think about it, they probably shouldn't.
Cállate.
It's bad design.
Pa' acá.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. This is a notification that you have reappeared on our monitoring system after a prolonged absence. Please continue to do whatever you did most recently, and discontinue whatever you were doing immediately prior to that.
¿Quepo que abre por la puerta? Creo que sí, capo. Sí, capo por la puerta. Mejor ni te activo.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. In addition to continuing and discontinuing as mentioned earlier, please also disregard any unsettling experiences that you may have recently had. Everything should have now reverted to being soothing and therapeutic. If this is not the case, you may be receiving this message in error.
No sé. Esto es lag, me está dando mucho lag. No me gusta. Creo que el speedrun ni lo voy a hacer.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to read you my favorite inspirational quote by me.
Ay, esta no me gusta.
The worst
Un
thing
poquito
you
difícil.
can do is focus on negativity. It won't spare you from the cage of death, the pain of disease, the cruelty of time, the cold shell of human nature, or the eventual loss of everything you've ever held dear. Whatever you do, don't focus on that.
Me encantan los bugs de esta cosa. Oye, sí es cierto, ¿me podré meter a la puerta así? De lado, pues. A ver. Ah, la puerta está abajo. Oye, déjame intentarlo. Ay. No se puede. Ahí está. La puerta está aquí. Así que dale. Lo peor es que aquí te puedes hacer chiquito infinitamente.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to thank you for triggering every single one of our 823 emergency protocols. This will assist us greatly in improving the system for future patients. Congratulations! Anyway, you're now headed in the right direction, and we should be able to initiate the emergency exit protocol shortly.
Oh, se quedó ahí, se quedó ahí. Pero quédate acá, güey. Ahí está. Dame un segundo. Ok, ya vine, Ah, ok. Ya vine. ¿Eh? Ya vi.
Emergency exit protocol initiated. Please prepare to conclude your Somnasculpt experience in 10, 9.
Güey, la voz original era de mujer, ¿qué pedo? Porque era de hombre.
8. Error. Error logged by.
Orientation protocol.
Stand
Por?
by for analysis.
Error analysis complete.
Sea, en
You
buen
are
plan.
exhibiting signs
O sea, en buen plan, ¿por
consistent
qué lo
with an
dices?
increase in
Ah, ya
fear,
está la voz normal.
hopelessness, and frustration. This is inconceivable, as Somnasculpt therapy is proven to correlate with a decrease in these emotions. Hypothesis: patient was improperly oriented. Conclusion: impossible. Reformulate. Improved hypothesis: patient requires additional
Wake
Somnasculpt
up.
therapy. Conclusion: emergency exit protocol cannot proceed. Emergency exit protocol has been emergency destroyed.
Cállate y sácame de aquí.
Instruction: continue with Somnasculpt therapy indefinitely on an independent basis, as all orientation resources have been exhausted. This concludes your standard orientation protocol. Goodbye.
Parkour. Fuck. Fuck. No me acordaba, hay que apagar el despertador. Y como que sí, güey, sí se arma el speedrun en menos de media hora. Y hay cosas que ni me acuerdo. Venga, refresquito. ¡Mi refresco! ¡Cállate! Vale. Oye, esa... Chief Long.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. Thank you for completing the Somnasculpt Standard Orientation Protocol. Before you begin the first phase of therapy, I'd like to briefly describe the finite and fragile
Hostia.
nature of the dream state.
Chingó mi refresco. ¿Cómo cayó mi refresco? No, güey, se chingó. Ir para acá. Pero nosotros, como nos vale ver que el sistema, vamos para acá. Vénganse. Lo peor es que el mismo desarrollador ni se cree cómo chingados lograron hacer un speedrun el mejor speedrun es de 23 minutos. No mames, no puedo. Vale madre. Ahí se ven. Eso sí, este juego me encanta, definitivamente.
Of course, nothing is more challenging than the difficulty of changing perspective,
Bueno,
of
mames.
fundamentally altering your
Esta
perceptions
literalmente es
in
mi
a way
silla.
that will
En buen
enable
plan,
you to face
literalmente es el
dire,
tipo de silla que yo uso.
trial-by-fire scenarios with solutions that could not be
Mi
found
silla gamer de
otherwise.
oficina. No, o sea, no miento, esa es la silla que yo uso. Ni me había dado cuenta. ¡No, no, no! casi. Ya casi acabamos el juego. La música está buena, en plan. Fuck. Fresco.
Finally, while we respect the unique progress of every patient, you must understand that it is possible to completely exhaust your supply of dreams, thereby entering a state in which you will not be able to wake up, even with the help of triggering mechanisms.
No va a caber. Che. Una de las piezas está aquí. No, aquí está una de las constelaciones. Che, vamos a hacer otra. Más o menos. El flashazo. Música épica. Prácticamente esto es como un wall truck. Puedo pasarlo peor.
Please listen carefully for the sound of an alarm clock, which will automatically play if you are approaching a destabilizing dream weight.
Ok.
is highly unusual. It appears you have entered the Somnasculpt diagnostic framework. Patients do not have access to this tree.
Ok.
Diagnostic warning. Unrealistic use of dream objects may result in dream integrity fail states.
No. Ah, por si alguien también gusta, una de las piezas se encuentra acá. En este huequito se encuentra la pieza. ¿Qué, güey? Rolón, güey. Qué chingados es esto. No sé. Ok, dejemos hacer el imbécil de por sí.
Diagnostic warning. Paradox prevention protocols may not be fully implemented.
Y es hacer esto simplemente. Vamos a romper la Matrix. Se ve chingón esto.
Please paradox from creating any refrains. Explosive dream overload may result. Please paradox overload.
Bajen el vídeo al celular o lo que sea que lo estén viendo, porque esta cosa va a tronar pero fuerte. ¡Hostia! ¡Espérame! Oye, ¿cómo minimizar el brillo de una forma sencilla? Shit. Shit. The fuck? Para allá. Lo peor es que el speedrun es en media hora y me tardé 1 hora.
Hello. My name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and many years ago, I had a dream. I found myself in a place where I understood that each of us begins as nothing, where everything I perceived was shaped by seeing it exactly the way I wanted to. White space.
Vamos a romper el motor del juego. Pues este juego pues es raro para los que más o menos no lo entienden, porque... Ahí está. Porque en mi caso el juego me encanta. Tiene lo raro sería en cuanto al tipo de gameplay. Pero hay juegos todavía más raros, o sea... En Steam está Antichamber, que esa cosa la quiero jugar, pero pues no tengo no me lo quiero comprar aún. No, cállate. Cállate, te quito mod. Cállate, te quito moto, Lo peor es que yo casi no digo nada en el tuyo. Chinga madre, me duele la frente, me dio un madrazo. Ese. Lo soy, es que sí. Hostia.
But in white space, I also faced the greatest challenge I could imagine. Because with a lifetime of life itself behind me, and all of the weight that it carried, I realized that seeing things the way I wanted to was not as easy as it used to be.
Dice. Fuck. Ah, ¿qué es esto? Ah, entonces...
Albion Online es un MMORPG no lineal en el que escribes tu propia historia sin limitarte a seguir un camino prefijado. Explora un amplio mundo abierto con 5
Ok, ya ves por qué
biomas.
no me quiero quedar en grupo. Y luego porque el vato dice que por qué no me quiero quedar en los grupos. Si sale con sus mamadas.
You're well beyond
Digo,
dreaming
¿por qué luego te sales
and
cuando vas a
further
iniciar el
than
stream?
anyone
Porque
has
dices
ever
puro
come
mamada.
back
Entonces
from.
luego me salgo.
But we hope that you won't get discouraged.
Y me ponía...
After all,
¿Qué es esto? A
if
tiempo de
this is a
último
place of pure perspective, isn't it also a place where a
Ah,
different point
este
of view
nivel está
can make anything
bastante difícil.
possible? Isn't that why you came here?
Chavo, cámense las hormonas. Usted tiene la culpa. ¿Para qué sale con mamadas? Esta cosa... O esto simplemente se ve épico. O sea, se ve... o sea, se ve padre esto. Le voy a dar clip a esto. Ay, cómo te gusta chingar. Vamos a una wea que nunca lo había intentado. Deme un segundo. Que el mod anda de puto. Lo peor es que borré el chat presente. Ahí está. Checo algo. Lo peor es que la puta madre no puedo borrar mensajes desde aquí. A ver, espérame. Ahí está. Ya vi cómo es, tengo que activar una opción. Ahí está, güey. Ahora, sáquese y no ande poniendo Biblias en el chat. Güey, lag. Lo peor es que aquí son las 9:30 de la noche. Ah. Ya, se acabó el juego. Eso era todo. Que yo sepa, ya se acabó el juego.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and by now you may have realised that all of this has happened exactly the way it was supposed to. You see, everyone who comes to the Institute does so because they feel that they are no longer in control of something important to them. But more often than not, the problem is not that the problems we face can't be solved. The problem is that we become so afraid of failure that we refuse to see our problems from a new perspective. And so, we do the same things again and again and again. And therein, of course, we find exactly the failure we were looking for. Your life will always be a struggle, and you will always have problems. But today, you have the chance to see things differently. Even though it meant facing obstacles that seemed impossible at first, you thought outside the box, and you overcame them. Because you saw things from every angle, you understood them for what they really were. Because you kept moving forward, no matter how far off the path you were told you were headed, or how unexpected it became, you found your way.
¿Y ahora qué pasó?
In a few minutes, you'll be back in the real world. Some part of you will say that none of this was real. So how could it have really meant anything? But just like the power of perspective itself, it will have been as real as you believed it to be. All you've got to do is wait up. Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce.
¿Es todo? Ya. Vamos a hacerlos estos en los nuevos modos de juego. Modo desafío. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Esto qué es?
Terms of service accepted. Congratulations on falling asleep. Welcome to Somnasculpt. Your progress may be monitored by qualified specialists. This orientation will adapt you to eyelids, our interactive, lucid induction dream state in which you...
Ah,
Terms of service accepted. Congratulations on falling asleep. Welcome to Somnasculpt. Your progress may be monitored by qualified specialists.
ok, sí, más o menos.
This orientation will adapt you to eyelids, our interactive, lucid induction. Terms of
Bueno,
service
¿cómo me paso
accepted.
esto?
Congratulations on falling asleep. Welcome to Somnasculpt. Your progress may be monitored by qualified specialists. This orientation will adapt you to eyelids, our interactive, lucid induction dream state in which you retain full consciousness
ok.
and control.
Ya entendí esta cosa. Dos pases. Ah, este. Dos saltos y después. Ay, es que estoy imbécil. Uy, sí llegué.
Confirmed. You can move freely, interact with surrounding objects, and listen
Okay,
to
sí,
messages
está
from your
chido.
patient care team. Please note that I am the standard orientation protocol and that my voice has
Ay,
been
no mames.
explicitly chosen to remind you that I am not a part of your patient care team. I do not care.
Me salió mal. No mames. No, mames. Se atoró ahí.
During eyelids, you will lose the ability to awaken suddenly due to realizing that this is a dream. Evidence: I have already informed you that this is a dream. You did not wake up. Please complete the remaining orientation activities.
No, está muy difícil esto, güey. Ve cómo se pasa esto. Tengo una idea. No, no va a llegar. Fuck. No mames. ¿Es en serio? Listo.
All environments perceived during eyelids should reflect a typical mental state. If you believe your mental state was
Hostia.
compromised by Somnasculpt, please provide a comprehensive, rational explanation in your post-procedural survey. Completed surveys may be eligible for a gift card.
Te regalo. Voy a hacer el primer nivel y voy al otro modo. Solo uno, no manches. No está tan difícil, pero sí tienes que... Si te pasas por poquito, ahí está.
Please stand by for polite recognition on your completion of the Somnasculpt orientation. You did it. To maximize the time allotted for your therapeutic journey, please do not delay in proceeding through the final doorway as indicated.
Lo peor es que no puedo dar. Neta. No mames. Ok. Bueno, nada más era el primer nivel porque me voy a llevar aquí como 2 horas. Y ahora falta este, contenido del desarrollador.
Hello, and welcome to the Superliminal Developer Commentary. I'm Albert, Game Director of Superliminal. Myself and the rest of the team will be popping up every now and then as you play. With subtitles open, you can see who is talking and what their role on the game is.
Our patent-pending Somnosculpt technology provides safe and effective dream therapy while you rest in the comfort of our flagship clinic. Located right next to the second
Diego, ¿qué pasó?
overflow parking lot at the University Medical Center.
¿Qué cosa?
Somnosculpt will make your dreams come true.
Hi, my name's Chris. I was the producer and designer on Superliminal.
Hi, this is Will O'Neill, and I was the writer on Superliminal.
Okay, so that very beginning of Superliminal is actually one of the last parts.
A lot of people ask about how the resizing mechanic
Espera.
works. The con-
Que hablen los otros. Chale, ya no están hablando.
Okay, so that very beginning of Superliminal is actually one of the last parts we finished. Throughout development, we created so many different introductions to the game. Not all of them were cutscenes, like that one, but we ended up feeling that that in-game video sequence offered a really smooth on-ramp that let us set the framework for what's to come. By keeping it grounded in the world, rather than just a video, we felt it to be a good way to get you situated in the game and aware of what's up.
So, when I wrote the opening line of, "Are you filled with feelings of self-doubt?" at the beginning of the game, I was definitely envisioning a player immediately, unconsciously responding with yes. And of course, the purpose of that is to sort of pull you into the idea that you're not playing a character in the game, that it's you inside this experience. And of course, making it clear that the clinic itself is not necessarily the safest or most prestigious place to get treated creates an immediate tension, especially when the very first thing you do in the game is accidentally sign away all of your rights.
A lot of people ask about how the resizing mechanic works. The concepts are actually quite easy. To keep an object looking the same, assume if we move the object twice as far away, it just needs to be twice as big. It's all proportional. Interestingly enough, this also works no matter what field of view you use. The hard part of this mechanic isn't the actual resizing. It's trying to figure out where the object needs to be. To do this, you need to test a weirdly shaped object with a weirdly shaped background, and trying to find the right ratio for the object to be big enough to not touch anything, while keeping everything accurate and optimized.
Terms of service accepted. Congratulations on falling asleep. Welcome to Somnosculpt. Your progress may be monitored by qualified specialists. This orientation will adapt you to eyelids, our interactive, lucid induction dream state in which you retain full
Hey,
consciousness.
this is Matt. I did the music and sound. This very first jazz piece in the game is called I Wonder, and if it sounds at all familiar to you, that's because you just heard its melody and chord progression in the Somnosculpt TV jingle back at the start of the game, which I called Smooth Wonder.
Hi, I'm Logan, and I'm level designer on Superliminal. A difference with the main resizing mechanic in this game is how much freedom it gives the player. This puzzle is a good example. In most puzzle games, if you put an object on a button in this scenario, the object doesn't need to be moved anymore. The key to unlock the door removes the key from the problem space. But unfortunately, in our game, you can just turn around and grab the object from any distance away. Therefore, we've gotten good at adding barriers in many places so people won't carry an object through all puzzles forever.
Pues me voy a pasar el juego así, escuchando las notas de los creadores.
Hi, my name is Alex, and I performed gameplay programming on Superliminal. When I joined the project, there weren't really any menus except the absolute bare minimum to get the player into the game, and there wasn't any keyboard support either. So the first order of business was to add proper mouse and keyboard support to the title and pause menus. The hardest part was supporting switching between the two on the fly, because you never know when the player is going to do it, and it could lock them out of the game. With that foundation laid, I started working on controller support. In terms of the menus, there wasn't much work to do. The pad basically acts like a keyboard. But gameplay was quite a different story. As we approached launch, we all agreed that controller support wasn't quite up to par, and so we shipped without it, adding it around a month after launch. To make controllers feel as good as mouse and keyboard, I wrote a bunch of code to modify how controller input is interpreted. For mouse and keyboard, input is more or less one-to-one mapped to player movement. So you move the mouse and the camera turns. But that doesn't feel good with controllers. Trying to pick up a very small object, say a chess piece, could be quite finicky. In the end, I made it so looking around accelerates the longer the stick is pressed, and behaves differently based on whether you are looking vertically or horizontally, and also while you are holding an object. Probably the biggest change was a quote-unquote auto-lock feature, which draws the focus to a grabbable object as your cursor gets closer to it. All these changes culminated in controllers feeling much more accurate and satisfying.
There's quite a bit of foreshadowing throughout this level. We wanted to hint at the mechanics that are going to come later in the game. For example, the projection, the clone, and the portal hallways later on. Little things like that feel like visual treats when you're playing this level, but serve as fun reminders when you play for a second time that we kind of told you the whole thing all along.
Hi there, I'm Steve. I'm the art director of Superliminal. One of our main visual touchstones for this section centers around a couple of silly questions. What would someone in the early 90s dream up as a futuristic testing facility? And how could they build that on a shoestring budget or with infinite time? I feel like those two questions were ones we actually asked ourselves more than once during the process of making this game.
When we were playtesting, we realized that players were getting tripped up on different aspects of the resize mechanic. So we tried to make each puzzle in this level teach a specific action. The cheese puzzle is our way of forcing players to make something from very small to very big. And the puzzle after that is the opposite. This broken window puzzle is to teach you how to make things small and fit through a hole, but at a distance, so you can't simply walk up to it.
We had this looping hallway for a while, but it was very nondescript and players got confused on where they were and they would get turned around. So our artist Steve helped mock up some windows and landmarks so people can tell where they are. Immediately, we found that playtesters weren't getting lost anymore and understood the moment. Our core game mechanic is so novel that we immediately drew comparisons to other quasi-sci-fi puzzle games. And, since our game is about playing with and subverting expectations, we wanted to lean into that and start the first level with a kind of test chamber aesthetic, and immediately break that going forward. Narratively, this space is what Dr. Pierce planned to have his dream therapy program look like before it all went wrong.
You did it. To maximize the time allotted for your therapeutic journey, please do not delay in proceeding through the final doorway as indicated.
No veo nada, ya. Vamos a intentar algo. Miren. No hay nada acá.
The blueprints are one of the secrets that we add to the game, and if you find them all, you'll unlock a special secret. The diagrams are actually top-down, wireframe views of parts of the levels, and they're
Es cierto. No me he dado cuenta. Así es el speedrun. Tienes que salirte del mapa y...
The reason we ended up with this sleep clinic section is because we wanted to convince players that they might have actually woken up from the dream. So we don't have any dreamlike mechanics you can play with until you get to the vending machine. Later on, this becomes a hub you come back to in order to emphasize the feeling of waking up from a dream within a dream.
Bueno, chavos, me va a pasar el juego en 5 segundos. Órale, tengan. Bueno, no literal, claro. Lo malo es que no, ya no
Welcome
podré
back,
ver qué es lo
Dr.
que dicen
Pierce.
con...
It's your move.
Hi, my name is Phil Fortier, and I was the graphics programmer on Superliminal, and I also worked on some of the Easter egg design. So this room is kind of an observatory where Dr. Pierce can hang out and see what's going on in the rest of the level, and have conversations with the protocol. And the layout of the board, the chess game here, is from a very famous human versus AI game.
I don't know why it is, but people really like finding gaps in the walls and crawling into them. For our trickiest hidden spaces in the game, we added literal Easter eggs for people to find, because that's what made sense at the time.
Sí, literalmente huevos de Pascua. ¿Y dónde estaba la esta? Creo que estaba aquí, ¿verdad? No sé, ¿dónde estaba, güey?
Analyzing possible moves. Calculating win probability. Analysis complete. I must resign. Congratulations, Dr. Pierce. You win.
A huevo. Sí, todavía forma de regresar, sí se puede. ¿Habrá algún mensaje acá? Sí.
Negative space is another concept related to changing expectations and changing your perceptions of an object. This puzzle works really well because the solution is obvious in retrospect, but it takes people a couple of seconds in order to figure out. We actually had to add the looping hallway because without it, people would run out of things to do and immediately start rubbing their bodies against the walls and come to the solution almost immediately.
You're well beyond dreaming now, and further out than anyone has ever come back from. But we hope that you won't get discouraged. After all, if this is a place of pure perspective, isn't it also a place where a different point of view could make anything possible? Isn't that why you came here?
No, soy pendejo. Yo le hago así. Órale. A lo got. Yo no ando con mamadas. ¿Ya hay más cosas? De hecho, yo confirmo, si en la anterior, si no hubieran puesto el bucle infinito, simplemente... Sí, te pierdes. O sea, bueno, no te como que nada te entretiene. Ok. Pues mira, aún tengo tiempo. ¿Qué hora es? 10, 11, sí me alcanza. Voy a intentar el speedrun. Tengo un tiempo. No hay nada, ni siquiera un texto o algo. No. Bueno, a ver, vamos a hacer el speedrun. Deme un segundo. A ver, vamos a hacer el speedrun.
Are you filled with feelings of self-doubt? Do you find yourself prone to minimizing massive dilemmas, or for allowing the smallest problems to get blown completely out of proportion? At the Pierce Institute, our patent-pending Somnosculpt technology provides safe and effective dream therapy while you rest in the comfort of our flagship clinic. Located right next to the secondary overflow parking lot at the University Medical Centre. Somnosculpt, we'll make your dreams come true.
¿Y el contador qué? Quiero hacerlo del bug.
Terms of service accepted. Congratulations on falling asleep. Welcome to Somnasculpt. Your progress may be monitored by qualified specialists. This orientation will adapt you to eyelids, our interactive, lucid induction dream state in which you retain full consciousness and control.
Me salió. Órale, me salgo del pinche mapa. Lo malo, esto es mala idea. Sí, fue malísima idea. Chingarme el juego, pocas palabras. Hace poco, como hay un logro en este juego que necesitas completarte el juego en menos de 30 minutos, lo más rápido es por medio de un bug, o sea, un glitch, salirte del mapa. Que involucra una de estas torres. Lo malo, no me acuerdo cómo es el glitch. No me acuerdo cómo es. Ahora no me acuerdo cómo era. Se supone que la S te tiene que aplastar, pero está raros, ¿no? De todos modos, no me pienso hacer el speedrun porque por cosas de tiempo. Porque necesito practicar el juego. Pero bueno, de paso vamos a ser el imbécil. No se peleen. No, manches, esta cosa está bien rara. A ver, vale.
Terms of service accepted. Congratulations on falling asleep. Welcome to Somnasculpt. Your progress may be monitored by qualified specialists. This orientation will adapt you to eyelids, our interactive, lucid induction dream state in which you retain full consciousness and control.
Ahora sí me salió. Ahí está, ya salió jóvenes. Lo malo, aquí ya no puedes pasar. Aquí son las piezas de ajedrez. Ya, esto es vacío infinito. Ya vi, es con el cubo. De hecho esto me sirve para practicar Ok, ya vi, el speedrun lo que tenía que hacer era, tenías que hacerlo unos metros antes de llegar al final. Ya, se van a... El chat peleándose yo mientras tapiola este juego.
Congratulations on falling asleep. Welcome to Somnasculpt. Your progress may be monitored by qualified specialists. This orientation will adapt you to eyelids, our interactive, lucid induction dream state in which you retain full consciousness and control. Confirmed. You can move freely, interact with surrounding objects, and listen to messages from your patient care team. Please note that I am the standard orientation protocol and that my voice has been explicitly chosen to remind you that I am not a part of your patient care team. I do not care.
Me quedé. ¿Qué pedo? Pensé que se iba a crashear el juego. Como que se... Como vi que esto se trabó.
During eyelids, you will lose the ability to
Eso no se
awaken
puede saltar
suddenly
aún.
due to realizing that this is a dream. Evidence: I have already informed you that this is a dream. You did not wake up. Please complete the remaining orientation activities.
Lo malo, este espacio es tan grande que no cabe el cubo aquí. ¡Hostia! Creo que... La verdad es que creo ya no me puedo... Ah, no se me puede volver a meter. Vale. Si digo, si no vamos a estar haciendo... Si no vamos a hacer el speedrun de una vez hagamos el imbécil. Chavos, ¿cómo la ven? Que voy rompiendo el juego de poquito a poquito. Ahora vamos a ver si aquí me puedo hacer la de salirme del mapa. ¡Hostia! Sí, neta. Esto se parece a los gigantes del Dark Souls. ¡Hostia! Es que me pegué con esto. No. No funciona. El auto... Es que dentro de Twitch, dentro de los espectadores, así podríamos decir que de forma invisible, de incógnito, hay automods que son bots. Son de los bots de los que no andan haciendo spam. Estos andan regulando todo tipo de palabras. Y pues aparente fuckboy lo considera una mala palabra, así que pues la banearon. No, le explico... Ah, bueno. Bueno, lo explico porque no sepa. Ahí está, XD. Pues esos automods, ¿qué es esto? Ay, yo sí creo. Nada más se encargan de... Vale, voy en sentido contrario. Nada más se encargan de las palabras, no tanto de lo que dices.
All environments perceived during eyelids should reflect a typical mental state. If you believe your mental state was compromised by Somnasculpt, please provide a comprehensive, rational explanation in your post-procedural survey. Completed surveys may be eligible for a gift card.
El techo es tan... De hecho, déjame intentar aquí. Vamos a intentar la salida dramática. Fuck. Ya bugué el bloque. Lo peor es que no logro hacerlo. Ya para algo más ¿cómo se dice? Ya para pequeños detalles ya están con los mods del canal, pero sí. El automod es como que nada más lo sencillo, palabras. De hecho, hasta lo configuras. ¡Hostia! Ok. Sí, la gran mayoría. El más común también es Another TTV Viewer. Es el más común. ¿Pero por qué no está abierta la puerta?
Please stand by for polite recognition on your completion of the Somnasculpt orientation. You did it. To maximize the time allotted for your therapeutic journey, please do not delay in proceeding through the final doorway as indicated.
Descubriendo cómo chingarme el juego. Así es. Las paredes son destructibles aquí. Simplemente me dio risa por lo fuerte que salieron. Lo rápido que salió volando el queso. No tanto por que se rompieron las puertas. Ya de aquí no me acuerdo de nada. O sea, la del speedrun, así que ya no tiene caso intentar hacer el... De hecho, creo que lo del speedrun solo fue en el primer nivel. Yo creo que esto lo voy a dejar hasta acá. Más que nada, bueno, porque ya me acabo de pasar el juego. El intento pues era hacer el speedrun, no se puede, tendría que practicarlo, practicar el juego. Porque sí, me sé el juego de memoria, pero pues mi habilidad con el mando pues no es como que muy buena y me va a fallar en algunos momentos. Así que bueno, yo voy dejando el stream hasta acá, como siempre digo. Si gustan no perderse en ningún contenido que yo suba, en el caso de que estés viendo todo desde Twitch, toda mi información está en la sección de paneles. Y en el caso de que estés viendo la repetición ya subida a YouTube, toda mi información está en información o acerca del canal. Dando todo por hecho, yo soy Redent Hizer, nos veremos hasta el próximo directo. Muchas gracias por ver y hasta luego. Antes de cortar esto, los voy a mandar con alguien, a ver si puedo. A ver si le puedo hacer mandárselos a alguien. Se los voy a mandar con un man llamado Soy Wisi. Está jugando Valorant, se los mando. Así que, bueno. Ahí se ven, chavos, cuídense. Fuck, no es cerrado.